Yo, welcome. Sorry about the delay. We're here, FOMC, our monthly stream. We haven't had one last month because there was no FOMC last month. Just give me a quick check. Can you guys hear me and everything? Make sure all that's good. Um, can you see properly? Can you hear? Golf went good. Um, Not the best round, but that's okay. We're learning. Let me put the link. Does it show up? We're on YouTube everywhere. So if you're not getting a good stream on Twitter, just go to YouTube. Let's go. Okay, we got 3 minutes till we get the Fed decision. I don't think there should be any shocks. I don't think we're not gonna get a new dot plot or anything. So I think it's fine. Let me just put FOMC stream. I'm just gonna put this. Put my weekly wisdom chat up here so I can see it. All right, let's see. Couple things. Okay, everybody can hear me. They can see me crystal clear. Okay, good. We got 2 minutes. Let's see. I have the TV up here, so I'll just put that on loud so we can hear as things go. Right now, market's flat. I mean, stocks are flat. Everything's really flat. I mean, no really movement in rates. Even crypto's basically flat. Gold is down a little bit. Let's see if we get a double top on gold here or not. It's going to be interesting. Um, Fart coins under pressure. Let's see if this holds. Yeah, well, I mean, we're going to get the Fed decision, which is going to be kind of a lull. I don't think you're going to really hear much. But I think 2:30 when you have the conference, I think that's where the real action is. So let's make sure that everyone's ready for that. But yeah, let's and then we're gonna do some giveaways and stuff too. One of our members, Pika, he's had a great year, and he's gonna show some love, give away a bunch of money. We're gonna play some Yeet Casino as well in the lull. So let's see. All right, we got 2 minutes. 2 minutes till we get wrecked to a billion, Mando, 100%. All right, so we got 2 minutes. So the conference, for somebody just asked, what is the conference at 2:30? That's going to be where Powell talks about, gives guidance, Q&A. That's the most important thing. I don't think we should hear anything crazy right now. We're seeing Bitcoin leg down here a little bit. Probably just a little de-risk into the number. 1 minute left. I don't see any surprises happening, but again, you never know. So we'll just keep an eye out and see if anything happens. But I'm not expecting any surprise. Let me put this on the 15 minute so we can get a better idea of. It's hilarious that I have Fartcoin up here. Let me put stocks and stuff. Put 2-year rates. Okay, let's see. Let's see what happens. Okay. 1 minute. 1 minute. To Fed decision. Again, there shouldn't be any shocks. I mean, if there's some shocks, I think we're gonna have to be worried about stuff. But let's see what happens. Should be any minute now. All right, here we go. There should be no shock at this level. It's a 2:30. That's the big event. Let's just see the Fed statement. Let's get a breakdown of it so we can kind of go through. Let me just go through and read the. I'm seeing rates spike up a bit. Interesting. Da, 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 da. Let me just go through the statement. Give me a second. All right. Fed has kept interest rates unchanged at 4.5%. This was expected. Previous rate was 4.5. Forecast was 4.5. So really, no major change on that. So that's good. That's kind of what we expected. Pretty on the skews. All right. Let's look at this. The statement. Okay. So they took out. Okay. How do I put this on? Hold on a sec. Let me put this here because we need to go through the statement. 1 second. Let me put that on the screen. Okay, so the big thing here, let's take a look. So all those swings in net exports have affected the data. That's tariff. Recent indicators suggest that economic activity has continued. That's good. So we're just looking at stuff. So this is big. They got rid of recent. That should be a positive. Yes, the market's reacting positive to it. So they consider that all this tariff stuff is kind of not a big deal. That's good. Okay, community seeks to achieve max employment. Uncertainty around economic. It's now uncertainty about economic outlook has increased further. Okay, that's not great. Let's look at the next red thing. Okay, beginning in April, community will slow down pace of decline. Okay, all getting rid of QT, that's gone. That's good. So they're not talking much about this, but this is big uncertainty about so uncertain. So they're more uncertain now. This is what I take it as. So before it was uncertain around the economic outlook increased further. Now it's uncertainty about the economic. So they know that there's more uncertainty. At least that's how I take it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Okay, so that's two. So this is bullish up here. This is kind of mixed. Let's see. Our market's taking it bullish for now. Rates going down. Gold moving up. We should probably see Bitcoin move up too. Yeah, Bitcoin's moving up. Nasdaq's putting in a little bit of a candle. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Uh, voting for money. So okay, pretty unanimous. Who supported no change? Yeah, okay, seems that's fine. Okay, so these are the two big things. How crazy is that? These two word changes is moving the market. That's insane, right? Um, because this is kind of bullish here. Because the fact that they think that the tariff stuff's not going to be as bad, so that's nice. But so now all eyes are going to be on. Obviously, all the eyes are going to be on 230. 230 is when we're going to have the conference get guidance. Like this is, I would say, mixed to bullish because look at this. All those swings in net exports have affected the data, which is tariffs data. Recent indicators suggest strong economic activity, which means they still think markets doing like the economy is doing well, um, which means they probably won't want to cut anytime soon. But I think it's okay. I think as long as there's no sudden shocks, I think that's the big thing. You know, someone said they mentioned fart coin in the statement. That'd be awesome. Let's take a look at the markets. Okay, we're seeing a good like kind of double bottom on the 15-minute here. Bonds are dropping down. Gold moved up a little bit. This is good. Bitcoin showing the most strength. Even stocks went up and came back down, but Bitcoin did not come back down yet. Let's take a look at some. Let's take a look at Fortcoin. All right, let's take a look. What's going on with Fortcoin? Okay, good. Bullish. That's good. We're long. I'm gonna add a little bit more to Fortcoin. Why not? Oh shit! Sorry, you cannot see. My bad. My bad. My bad. Okay. Okay. Yeah. 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 My bad, guys. I wasn't looking at what was being shown. I apologize. Okay. So we got gold moving up a bit. That's good. We got Nasdaq moved up, came back down. Crypto is holding the best because look, just compare the candles. Like these pulled back, Bitcoin's holding up. We got okay. I mean, we love talking macro, but I think this is going to be like a little double bottom here. Like I'm pretty in on Fartcoin here. So unless like Powell comes in and really takes us to the wood chipper, I think this is not a bad place to bid Fartcoin. If this does not hold, if it doesn't hold, this is where I would bid, like in this area, 0.78 to 0.75. If it doesn't hold, but this is looking good here. This is the range we've been waiting. I mean, in the newsletter, we've been waiting for this level on Fartcoin for a while. So I like it. I'm gonna add a little bit more. I like it. You know, I think that's good. Yeah. Okay. Kook says he sold a bunch of memes, fart coin. Perfect. I think that's a great trade. I think that's what we did too. We sold. What's happening here? We're seeing Nasdaq move lower. All right. So this is the thing. Um, in the statement, you know what? I'm gonna move it to. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the window. Hold on. It's better when I share a window. Okay. So this thing right here, right? is important because you could take this as economic activities continuing at a solid space. So they're not worried about a downturn or a recession from tariffs. So that's important. So it depends how the market takes it. So market's like, okay, so Powell's like, I'm not worried about a recession. So I'm okay keeping rates up longer. Because yeah, we had good payrolls. GDP was kind of flimsy, but it seems like he thinks inflation from or anything from tariffs is transitionary. Um, but he doesn't want to cut, so he's not going to look to ease anytime soon, which is why you're seeing Nasdaq push down. Yeah, you're seeing kind of market that first reaction seems to again doesn't matter when he starts talking at 2:30. That's the most important thing. But it looks like market is taking that first reaction as like a bearish thing because they think that Powell's not going to look to cut or anything. Here's a great question somebody just a statement somebody made. No, that's not what I mean. Sorry. Um, when has Powell ever been right? FOMC, the Fed is always reactionary. We gotta remember that. They don't do anything preemptively, so it seems like they're never right, and they were wrong. I mean, they were wrong very aggressively when they kept rates low for this long post COVID. They should have. So, they could be wrong. But listen, couple things here. You know, my thing for Bitcoin was I was looking for a Bitcoin move, like at least like we got that. Like this is where I was looking to bid Bitcoin again, right here. But I kind of had this. I was on that Real Vision thing with Mando and those guys before, and they made a good point. Like I think, like, is everyone waiting for this level too long? So we'll probably never get it. But at the same time, remember, everyone when we were here said we're gonna retest this area again, and we did. So sometimes it might be about patience, but short term, we'll have to see what happens based on what Powell says. I mean, Powell could turn this entire candle and break us out. Never know. Or this becomes a double top and we're going to retouch. In that case, I would be bidding Farcoin down here, right? Like I would stop out like 0.90, maybe around there, and then bid over here. Or like in this 80 to this 0. So, let's just kind of see what market's doing and kind of feel it out, and then we'll go from there. But let's see what Powell says. If Powell comes out hawkish, it's going to be tough. 100%. Kugler, that sold house coin. That's probably a good trade. Maybe bid around 25, 30 million. Again, I don't know. What else we got here? Yeah, let's go. All right, do we got okay? So we got like 20 minutes till he comes up. Do we have any bets on what tie he's gonna wear? Any bets on the tie? Is that on Myriad? Farrell, do you guys have that up on Myriad? What it's gonna be? The if it's gonna be purple tie, red tie. Purple's a good bet. I think purple's a good bet, but we'll have to see what it ends up being. But we'll take a look. In the meantime, do we let's gamble a little bit till we wait for what happens. Look, gold's pushing up. Look at that. Gold's pushing up, but we got everything else pushing down. You don't want that. Um, let's play some till we start. Let's play some Yeet. Oh, where did I just go? Oh, okay. So confused. Let's see anybody in the chat saying anything. I'm still on, right? Okay. What we can do is we can play a little casino action in the meantime. Yeah, see, we're dumped. See, market thinks that we're not gonna. There's gonna be no cuts anytime soon, so they might have to reprice the cuts. That's not good. We're seeing market do a little dumpy. Gold moving up. Rates are kind of long end rates are coming down. That's bad. You don't want to see long end rates come down. But we're seeing a little reversal. But we'll see. We'll see what happens at 2:30. We got some time. Not gonna put any real positions on until then. But we'll take a look. We'll go with the flow and see what happens. Fartcoin's really trying to hold us. If it holds here, we're gonna break out on the next move up. But that's if it holds. If not, we go down here. It's gonna be challenging. President Trump not open to pulling back 145. Oh god. So Trump headlines just came out. Trump does not want to pull back on 145% tariffs on China. Great. What a great time for Trump to start like. I definitely would not have a long here right now. That's tough. That just came out. How disgusting is that? Oh, they came out pre FOMC. So maybe market was just waiting to see something bullish on this in the statement. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, that's fine. But listen, I'll tell you this: I'm not a big technicals guy, but this candle is bearish. So unless Powell changes it and makes this go up, like this basically says we tried here, we held here, one up, rejected. Now we need to come retest like down here or something, 92K or like 93. Like I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. It came out 3 minutes before FOMC. Okay, so pretty on the on the skew. All right, we got. I mean, we gotta just wait at this point. There's nothing really we can do. If you have any leverage, I'll probably be flat. I was looking to add Fartcoin, but I don't know. I'll wait to see a rebound to get in now, because otherwise, like I'll probably bid down here. While we do that, while we wait for 15 minutes till the conference starts. 15 minutes. What we'll do is we can play some games. What do you want to play? Play like gamble a little bit. If we make money, we'll give it away. And I think Pika, one of our community members, wanted to give money away too. What we'll do is a way to give away money. Here, let's do this. Hold on. Um, okay, so let's go here on my Twitter, and let's keep it simple. Do a retweet and a comment, and I'll pick people randomly for like $100, $150. I'll pick like 5 people, and we'll just give them money away. So retweet this tweet, and I think bookmark it helps too. So bookmark, retweet, and comment something. I don't know, whatever. And then we'll give money away. In the meantime, yeah, let's bet some money. Why not? There we go. All right. If you guys are not on Heat, make sure you go sign up. They're gonna have a huge airdrop. Great get hella fun. Use my code Wizard of Soho, and I load up a random accounts with like 50, $100. So right now we're just gonna wait to see what happens. Post once Powell comes up. In the meantime, we'll just kind of hold steady and wait. But I'm really hoping this becomes a nice little double bottom. But if Bitcoin keeps going down, then it's anyone's game. Look, there's a lot of selling happening here back and forth, so it's tough. All right, let's go. All right, Rec Mando reposted the stream. All right, Rec Mando, you're up for All right, let's bet some some solid money. Let's go a little medium. We're just gonna do this for 15. First, we're gonna do this for 15 minutes, and then we'll go till Powell comes on. So we'll wait. We'll wait for Powell to come on. Yeah, Pika, if you want to get on, we'll do once Powell starts talking. We'll start doing some. We'll have Pika come on, do some giveaways. If anybody else wants to jump on, feel free to. We'll wait till the Powell starts speaking, though. All right, come on, let's go. I feel good. I feel good. Come on, let's go. Hey, by the way, I'm sure you guys seen my new little cabinet. If you guys wanna, if you guys got any toys, any companies that do like toys and collectibles, let me know. I got a lot of cool shit. You see the Ant-Man helmet that's signed by Paul Rudd. You can see it like in the middle of the forehead. Signed. I have a lot of the helmets. Like I have like um RDJ, everything like signed up. Yeah, the clear penguin's sick. That's the ghost penguin. So sick. Ooh, I'm feeling good. Oh, come on! So close. Ooh. Usually when they like the guy comes and helps, it's usually done quick. But I don't know. All right, not toys. See, when they save you, you're done. You got cash out. I don't know why I fucked that up. All right, let's see. We'll go. This time we're gonna go. Damn it! Telling you, that's been a good strategy for me. Whenever that the guy comes to like help you out, it's Bro, I'm so hungry. By the way, I haven't eaten all day. They're like building my cellar right now too. It's pretty cool. I'll post pictures. Oh, come on, let's go. Let's go. What do we think, boys? What do we think? Should we go or cash out? Ooh, what do we think? Cash out? One more? One more? What do we think? One more? Okay, one more. I see people saying one more. Oh, come on! I should have listened to you. Cashed out. I should have listened to you and cashed out. Oh, come on. Okay. All right, let's bet some more. Come on, let's size up here. Size up. Big money. Let's go. Oh, I was hoping the guy would come and help out. All right, let's play on easy. Fine. Fine. Ooh. See, usually I cash out when he does that. So, I'm going to cash out. Dude, Kook, yo, I never play on easy. I never. I'm always medium or above. All right, I'm going to cash out here. See, that's a good cash. When they come and help you out, that's a good cash out. Ooh, one more. Oh, boy. Ooh, what do we think? We already had a free X. Do we keep going? Do we keep going? What do we think? What do we think? We're up free X. Cash out? Cash out the free X? Okay, fine. Okay, everyone's saying cash out. Oh, I could have at least gone to $1,000. That's okay. Safe. Let's wait. What time is it? Okay, 10 more minutes till Powell comes out. 10 more minutes. We're gonna switch over. Ooh. See? Gotta cash out. Gotta cash out. Oh! Oh, I got fucked. Okay, I shouldn't have done that. Okay, let's start again. Ooh, do we keep going? See, he helped you out right away. He helped you out right away. So I don't know. Do we keep going? Oh boy. Oh, yeah, I should have cashed it. When they help out, it's like, come on, come on, let's go. Ooh, cash out, cash out. Yeah, see, that's a good cash out. Every time they help you out, the guy, the little friend, comes and helps you out. It's a good cash out. Okay, how long do we have? 9 minutes. 9 minutes till Powell starts speaking. Okay. Wait, Kook has a strategy. I don't know about that, Kook. I don't know about that. Ooh, all right, go to a different game. All right, let's go to a different game. Ooh, fart coin pumping. There we go. Fart coin got some nice green candles. I'm telling you, that level is kind of holding like a good level. Let's see. Dude, that might turn into a 4-hour bull hammer on fart coin. If this hold, dude, that's gonna be pretty epic. That could be something special. Let's see. Oh, cash out. Ah, that's okay. I think that's a good. All right, let's play a different game. How long do we have? We have 7 minutes. Ooh, fart coin making a move. Let's go. It's really legging up. Back about one. All right, let's see. Hopefully, it's not a fake out candle. That's the thing. Just looking at my positions, making sure that fart coin long sits. I got TV on. Okay. Um, check Soul. Was Soul dying or oh no, no Soul looks okay. No, nothing crazy. I mean, it's putting up some 144 to one. I mean, we might get some good bull hammers if let's see, man. Powell can change everything. So we got 15 minutes till Powell. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Um, so let's pray. Let's pray that this keeps going. I want to see a nice breakout on this on fart coin. Okay. In the meantime, let's go back here. All right. Let's do Plinko. You guys know this one? This one's pretty cool too. But I like it when you do okay. All right, let's see. Let's get a couple hits at least. Let's go raped. But somebody said look at Melania coin. Why? Does that thing even have any volume anymore? Come on, I'm not trading this. Even Trump coin, like you can go to the dinner or whatever in Washington. Like that's I don't know. Is $150,000 worth going to a dinner with Trump? I don't know. Somebody asked, what do you think of the so-called memes 2.0? I haven't. I mean, I hope they pump, but I haven't seen anything that makes me be like, okay, we're back. It's just small little thing. Yeah, chill guy was pumping. Chill guy's been pumping a lot recently. I don't really have as big of a position anymore, but um, It's been moving. Yeah, it's at 50 million. I mean, look, it's still pretty dead. Oh, you know what? Rect has been doing really good. Let's find that. That's up like. Wait, is Rect not even on this? Okay, hold on. All right, what time is it? All right, we got 4 minutes. 4 minutes. All right, let's see how Rect is doing. I like this. Amazing. Oh no, that's not it. I'm like, whoa, that looks amazing. Oh yeah, right here. Dude, this is up a lot from the lows. Like it's 4x. This thing, it breaks out here. Yeah, we're gonna get a new high. Don't fade this one. This is gonna be this gonna break some heads. I think a lot of people are gonna cope because they didn't get in on this. I think they had that release today too. Actually, did this sell out? All right. I don't know what the fuck that is. I'm sorry, I never heard that. Is this like a joke? What the fuck is that? Tung tung tung. So, oh, oh, really? 150K won't get you in the top 20? Oh, okay. I think it's good. I mean, to go have dinner with the president, the top only 200 people having dinner with the president. I think that's pretty cool. So I don't know what to tell you. But all right, we got 2 minutes left. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna be right back in 2 minutes. Okay. All right, we're back. All right, Paolo's gonna be coming on any second. Let me switch it over. We got 1 minute left. Okay, we're back. We're back. 1 minute left. Let's get. I'm gonna put it. So I usually watch the one on YouTube. That's the that usually has the best one. Okay, here we go. All right, purple tie. What is that? Like a dark purple? Let me turn it up a little bit.
Despite heightened uncertainty, the economy is still in a solid position. The unemployment rate remains low, and the labor market is at or near maximum employment. Inflation has come down a great deal, but has been running somewhat
It's purple.
or 2% longer run objective. In support of our goals, today the Federal Open Market Committee decided to leave our policy interest rate unchanged. The risks of higher unemployment and higher inflation appear to have risen, and we believe that the current stance of monetary policy leaves us well positioned to respond in a timely way to potential economic developments. I will have more to say about monetary policy after briefly reviewing economic developments. Pardon me.
Nothing major yet.
5% last year, GDP was reported to have edged down in the first quarter, reflecting swings in net exports that were likely driven by businesses bringing in imports ahead of potential tariffs. This unusual swing complicated GDP measurement last quarter. Private domestic final purchases, or PDFP, which excludes net exports, inventory investment, and government spending, grew at a solid 3% rate in the first quarter, the same as last year's pace. Within PDFP, growth of consumer spending moderated, while investment in equipment and intangibles rebounded from weakness in the fourth quarter. Surveys of households and businesses, however, report a sharp decline in sentiment and elevated uncertainty about the economic outlook, largely reflecting trade policy concerns.
Okay. Issues with tariffs. A little worried about tariffs.
Developments might affect future spending and investment. In the labor market, conditions have remained solid. Payroll job gains averaged
Labor market strong
per month over the past 3 months. The unemployment rate at 4.2% remains low and has stayed in a narrow range for the past year.
Hey, purple tie is always bullish, I'll tell you that.
While still outpacing inflation. Overall, a wide set of indicators suggest that conditions in the labor market are broadly in balance and consistent with maximum employment. The labor market is not a source of significant inflationary pressures.
Oh.
Inflation has eased significantly from its highs.
Oh, bullish. Bullish.
But remains somewhat elevated relative to our 2% longer run goal. Total PCE prices rose 2.3% over the 12 months ending in March. Excluding the volatile food and energy categories, core PCE prices rose 2.6%. Near-term.
That's good. That was bullish.
Expectations have moved up, as reflected in both market and
we cooked every Sunday.
measures.
Oh, we're good. That's good.
Respondents, including consumers,
it's just a statement,
professional forecasters,
but things are looking good.
To tariffs as the driving factor.
There you go, tariffs.
Beyond the next year or so, however, most measures of longer-term expectations remain consistent with our 2% inflation goal.
Okay. You think inflation's coming down?
Monetary policy actions are guided by our dual mandate to promote maximum employment and stable prices for the American people. At today's meeting, the committee decided to maintain the target range for the federal funds rate at 4.25%.
So the only thing we're long right now is that fart coin from that dump. That's it.
The administration is in the process of implementing substantial policy.
This is where we long fart coin 956.
Immigration.
That's the only long we have right now. I didn't long. Should have longed some other things. Should have longed log actually.
All of these policies are still evolving, however, and their effects on the economy remain highly uncertain. As economic conditions evolve, we'll continue to determine the appropriate stance of monetary policy based on the incoming data, the outlook, and the balance of risks. If the large increases in tariffs that have been announced are sustained, they're likely to generate a rise in inflation, a slowdown in economic growth, and an increase in unemployment. The effects on inflation could be short-lived, reflecting a one-time shift in the price level. It is also possible that the inflationary effects could instead be more persistent.
Ooh.
Avoiding that outcome will depend on the size of the tariffs, on how long it takes for them to pass through fully into prices, and ultimately on keeping longer-term inflation expectations well anchored. Our obligation is to keep longer-term inflation expectations.
He is worried about tariffs.
A one-time increase in the price level.
He's definitely worried about tariffs.
Inflation problem. As we act to meet that obligation, we'll balance our maximum employment and price stability mandates, keeping in mind that without price stability, we cannot achieve the long-term strong labor market conditions.
Mogcoin putting in some work. Let's go, baby.
We may find ourselves in the challenging scenario.
That was a nice dip if you bought
our intention.
Look at that 4-hour candle on Mog.
Consider how far the economy is from each goal and the potentially different time horizons over which
we bought some in this area in Weekly Wisdom, but that's nice.
For the time being, we're well
hopefully it breaks out clean over here. A nice little breakout.
To our policy stance. At this meeting, the committee continued its discussions as part of our 5-year review of our monetary policy framework. We focused on inflation dynamics and the implications for our monetary policy strategy.
Gold started dumping a little
Our
bit.
review includes outreach and
Take a look
public
at
events
Bitcoin.
involving a wide range
Bitcoin's
of
looking
parties,
good.
including Fed Listens events around the country and a research conference next week. Throughout this process, we're open to new
I'm sure you'll get a
ideas,
Bitcoin
critical
question,
feedback,
yeah.
and we will take on board lessons of the last 5 years in determining our findings. We intend to wrap up the review by late summer. The Fed has been assigned 2 goals for monetary policy: maximum employment and stable prices. We remain committed to
A lot of memes
When I
pumping.
started, Walton got me goggle glasses, and I had no idea what.
Why
I
are there
was doing.
ads?
But Daddy Hero does, using AI to build a logo.
longer-term inflation.
The fuck? Why is that an ad on there?
Our success in delivering on these goals matters to all Americans.
Let's take a look at
We
PayPay.
understand that our actions affect communities, families, and businesses.
Mog's looking good.
Everything
If that
we do is
you get any
a
dips
service
on
to
Mog,
the
you gotta go in.
business.
Fartcoin's looking great. If this becomes the bottom of Fartcoin, woo baby, we're gonna push higher.
Thank you. I look forward to your
Both great coins. Oh, here we go. Q&A time.
Steve Leisman, CNBC. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for taking my question. A lot has
Nice.
happened since the last meeting. There's been tariffs put on, tariffs taken off, and there's a bill advancing in Congress. And I just wonder if I could press you on the last part of your statement. Are you any closer now to deciding which side of the mandate is going to need urgent care first?
Well, so as we noted in our statement, post-meeting statement, we've judged that the risks to higher employment and higher inflation have both risen, and this, by the way, of course, is compared to March. So that's what we can say. I don't think we can say, which way this will shake out. I think there's a great deal of uncertainty about, for example, where tariff policies are going to settle out. And also, when they do settle out, what will be the implications for the economy?
He's really worried about tariffs.
It's too early to know that. So, ultimately, we think
every time he talks about tariffs, you just start seeing red candle on the shorter time frame. But yeah,
and ultimately their implications for the economy.
Hearing you describe what you're looking for in terms of being able to make a decision, it sounded like
it's all tariff. I think they're just gonna keep talking about tariffs. Yeah.
What the data's telling you.
I don't think we know. I think if you look at where we are today, we have an economy that, if you look through, the sort of distortions in Q1 GDP, you still got an economy that looks like it's growing at a solid pace. The labor market appears to be solid. Inflation is running just a bit above 2%. So it's an economy that's been resilient and is in good shape.
Resilient economy, good shape.
Sort of modestly or moderately restrictive. It's 100 basis points less restrictive than it was last fall. And so we think that leaves us in a good place to wait and see. We don't think we need to be in a hurry. We think we can be patient. We're going to be watching the data.
Not good.
The data may move quickly or slowly, but we do think we're.
He still wants to be patient. He doesn't know if he wants to cut anytime yet. Let's see. Still overall good. He's worried about tariffs though. You can tell that. But overall good. What happened? Really?
Higher inflation.
Test. Can you hear me? Is this better?
Goods prices this year.
Can you hear me now?
I think the underlying inflation picture is good. It's what you see, which is inflation now running a bit above 2%.
Can't hear anything? Oh shit.
Basically decent readings in. Is doing fairly well. Policy is well positioned. The costs
Maybe now.
To see further are fairly low. We think.
Oh, please. It's so bad?
And we'll see. The administration is entering into negotiations with many countries over tariffs. We'll know more with each
Unplug and replug. Oh, okay.
About where tariffs are going to land, and we'll know what the effects will be when we start to see those things. So we think we'll be learning. I can't tell you how long it will take, but for now, it does seem like it's a fairly clear decision for us to wait and see and watch.
So when you say that you don't need to be in a hurry, does that mean that could the outlook change in such a way that a change in your stance could be warranted as soon as your next meeting?
As I said, we're
Okay, let's try it again.
comfortable with our policy stance. We think we're in the right place and see how things evolve. We don't feel like we need to be in a hurry. We feel like it's appropriate to be patient. And when things develop, of course, we have a record of we can move quickly.
Test.
But we think right now the
Is it better now?
appropriate is to wait and see how things evolve. There's so much uncertainty. If you talk to businesses.
Oh man, he's getting bearish. Too much uncertainty.
Everyone
He's really worried about the uncertainty in the market.
See how developments play out, and then we'll be able to make a better assessment of what the appropriate path for monetary policy is.
Can you hear me now, or is it still shit?
As that develops, and I can't really give you a time frame on that.
What do you mean? I got one of these things.
Janelle Marte with Bloomberg. So many economists have been pricing in higher odds of a recession. And to be given the higher risks for higher inflation.
Is it better now?
Given the outlook, do you still see a path for a soft landing, and what the
Test.
Let me say, I mean, let's look back and see.
Better? Okay. Good.
Go through 2024 up to the day we've had.
All right, so takeaways right now, he is very worried about tariffs.
Inflation coming down.
But overall economy, he feels good about the economy.
We've had the economy growing at 2.5%. So that is the economy as we see it now. What looks likely, given the scope and scale of the tariffs, is that we will see.
I'm hungry, man.
Certainly the risks to higher inflation, higher unemployment have increased, and if that's what we do see, if the tariffs are
I'm eating healthy.
in place at those levels, which we don't,
Fucking lettuce.
then we won't see further progress toward our goals, but we might see a delay in that. I think in our thinking we would never.
Oh, I wonder if it's the phone. Oh, good point.
Goals, but we would, at least for the next, let's say, year, we would.
Like a mod coin, man, refuses to come down.
If that's the
Love
way
it.
shake out. The thing is, we don't know that. There's so much uncertainty about the scale,
Uppies.
scope, timing, and persistence of the tariffs. So that's that. In terms of
This might be the breakout that mod coin was
I
looking.
think you can look
Here we
back
go.
at the 2019 cuts as preemptive. I wouldn't say that what we did last fall was at all preemptive. If anything, it was a little late. But 2019 we did cut 3 times. But the situation was you had a weakening economy and you had inflation at 1.6%. So that's a situation where you can move preemptively. Now we have inflation running above target. It has been above target for 4 years. It's not so far above target now, and we have an expectation, conditional on what happens, that we'll see upward pressure on inflation. If you look at where forecasters are, they're all
He is so, oh my God.
inflation.
Now he's trying to get a little bearish. I don't like this. You see Bitcoin? It's trying to reverse that 4-hour candle.
Recession forecasts. We don't
No,
make-
15.
we don't
No,
make
man,
a
we're good.
publish a forecast about that.
This does not look good, though, this candle.
How likely a recession is, but in any case, it's not a situation where we can be preemptive because we actually don't know what the right response to the data will be until we see more data.
Sophie Smith with the New York Times. How much weakness does the committee need to see, though, in the labor market and the economy more broadly to lower interest rates?
Oh, great question.
Without a certain increase in the unemployment rate?
How weak does the economy need to get before he cuts more? Great question.
Number of negative monthly job reports.
Let's see what.
How are you making that assessment?
Let's see what he says.
So first of all, we don't see that yet, right? We have 4.2% unemployment, good participation, wages behaving very well. Participation, I mentioned it at a good level. So, with the labor market, we would look at the totality of the data. We'd look at the level of the unemployment rate. We'd look at the speed with which it's changing. we would look at the whole huge array of labor market data to get a sense of whether conditions are really deteriorating or not. And at the same time, we'd be looking at the other side of the mandate. We could be in a position of having to balance those two things, which is, of course, a difficult balancing judgment that we have to make.
On that point about balancing, I mean, you've mentioned that the committee would consider how far the economy is from each goal and the time it would take.
He's not bearish on the economy though, which means he's not going to cut anytime soon.
How much of that assessment?
So if you're looking for any cuts, I don't think that's happening.
It would be a combination of the two. I mean, let's just say this would be a complicated and challenging judgment that we would have to make. Yeah, we're not in this situation, but the situation is if the two goals are in tension. So let's say that unemployment is moving up in a comfortable way, and so is inflation. Not the situation we're in, hypothetically, but we would look at how far they are from the goals.
So he's getting bearish, man. I hate the Q&A.
To their goals.
Always fuck shit up.
And that's
Things are looking nice. Look, Sparkcoin pulling back. You got Bitcoin just starting to get a little bearish. You got Nasdaq. You got to switch this up, Playboy. You gotta get bullish. It was that Powell pump. Ooh boy, look at that. That's how it is. In a heartbeat, things can change.
Thank you. Edward Lawrence with Fox Business. So we had the CPI report that came out that showed month over month the first decrease in inflation in about 3 years. The jobs report, you said, solid that we saw. At the same time, we had those new tariffs that we're living.
This looks good though.
So given this, should the Federal Reserve be cutting rates at all this year?
Oh, what? This guy must be short as fuck.
Take a step back and realize this is why we are where we are. Is that we're going to need to see how this evolves. There are cases in which it would be appropriate for us to cut rates this year. There are cases in which it wouldn't. And we just don't know until we know more about how this is going to settle out and what the economic implications are for.
So he's in no hurry to cut rates. No hurry to cut rates.
I couldn't confidently say what the appropriate path will be.
So following on that, just so then how does President Trump calling on you personally, as well as the Federal Reserve, to make rate cuts affect your decision today and affect your job difficulty?
Doesn't affect our doing our job.
Why does this guy keep talking like never have rate cuts? What the hell?
Which is we're going to.
Powell's pushing back a little bit on that though.
Maximum employment and price stability for the benefit of the American people. We're always going to consider only.
Powell's kind of a politician too. Like the way he answers these questions sometimes is so political.
Hi, Howard Schneider with Reuters, and thanks for the time. I wondered, I mean, given the complexity about the first quarter GDP and what lies ahead, I'm just wondering what your intuition tells you about the underlying direction of the economy right now. Many of your colleagues have said they feel growth is slowing. If so, do you have any sense of by how much, to what degree the slowdown may be? What does your gut tell you about how things are evolving out there?
My gut tells me that uncertainty about the path of the economy is extremely elevated, and that the downside risks have increased. The risk is, as we pointed out in our statement, the risks of higher unemployment and higher inflation.
Euro-dollar dumping.
But
Yeah, he's turning a little bearish. Just keeps talking about uncertainty. He's not looking to cut anytime soon, which means market has to reprice all its cuts. So that's not good.
We're in a good place. Our policies are in a very good place, and the right thing to do.
He thinks he's in a good place, but market seems otherwise. I think market's gonna have to reprice some of his cuts.
And the appropriate direction becomes clear. That's what usually happens. Right now, it's very hard to say what that would be. In the meantime, the economy is doing fine. Our policy isn't, it's not highly restrictive. It's somewhat restrictive. It's 100 basis points less restrictive than it was in last summer. So we think it's in a good place, and we think the appropriate thing is for us to wait and see and get more clarity.
More wait and see. Usual bullshit.
Question on this idea of the economy being fine right now, because reading the
Crazy how quickly
the last time around,
we're starting to go back to the level where we longed Sparkcoin.
Negative sentiment that was in there, and I know that
Yeah, see?
looking at soft data
I'll
right
wipe it all out.
you mentioned it yourself, that the settlements.
Hopefully it's a fake out and we just pump higher.
Facebook was talking about, beginnings of layoffs in some
Okay.
industries, prices rising in some places. And an awful
Oh, this
lot
guy's
of
bearish,
businesses
talking about
are
prices rising. Come
Doesn't
on.
that point to a slowdown?
It may well, it just hasn't shown up yet, and we all.
Some of these questions are so bearish. Like, why? Like, are these guys short as fuck? Even Powell's like, like, what the fuck is that question? Like, are you trying to move the market?
Postponing economic decisions of various
Oh,
kinds. And
that's
yes, if
just
that
crazy to me.
continues, nothing happens to sort of alleviate those concerns,
Okay.
then you would expect that to begin to show up in economic data. It wouldn't maybe show up overnight, but it would show up over weeks and months. And that may be what happens, but it hasn't happened yet. And also, there are things that can happen that will change that narrative. I mean, they haven't, but it's possible.
All right. While he's still talking, yeah, let's give some money away. We got Pika, one of our community members. So if you guys have never been on weeklywisdom.com, please subscribe. This is the newsletter. This is where I mostly do all my trading. So Pika is one of our OG members. Has had a lot of success, meme coins, perp trading. Like he's made millions of dollars over the last 2 months, which has been one of the toughest times to trade this market. So that's pretty phenomenal.
Bloomberg Radio and Television.
And
The Fed
let's see this
was
question.
recently by a former governor for what he calls mission creep. You take on more problems, use more tools, and then end up building tools to deal with the fallout of those tools, which then makes it a given that you will act more aggressively in the future. Is that a fair critique, and is that something you would be looking at in your framework review?
Sorry, say the critique again.
The Fed has been involved in mission creep, gets involved in using too many new tools to deal with problems that could go too
These
far.
questions are so insane.
Is that
What the
something
fuck?
that, the critique was based around the fact that you did
Yeah, these guys are all short and just start asking dumb shit.
and went beyond the narrow confines of your mandate.
So, well, I mean, there are a couple. That's not really beyond the confines of our mandate. Look, I would say this: we did things. Essentially, we're on an emergency footing for a couple of years in the pandemic, and it's very fair and very welcome for people to look back over what we did and say, "Hey, you could have done this better and different." And one thing we hear a lot is we could have explained QE a little better. We did think we were explaining it in real time. I completely accept the thought that we could have explained it better. There's a lot of thinking.
I don't understand. Some of these questions are like so moronic.
The reason
They want to like dump the market. But okay. All right, let's give some money away. So let's bring Pika up here and give some money away.
And so we did hold on for a long time to QE, and of course tapered and everything, and then we immediately went into QT, and we're down a couple of trillion. But I get
Where's?
All right, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
Hey, what's up, brother?
Nothing much, you?
People on the stream hear you? Can somebody in the stream or in the chat just confirm you can hear Pika?
Yo.
Kind of looks are essential, and we're doing the same thing in the review.
All right, perfect. All right, Pika. Oh, did he disappear?
Is that you've taken on
Are you here?
topics that are outside of the mandate,
You're
such
just
as
here.
climate change
Hey, are you back?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Ensure that
All right, good.
All right, cool. All right, man. You know, it's your first time on the stream. You just wanna give a little quick few minutes on your background, whatever you want to say, and why you chose to give money away today.
We can go from December, I guess, from Chill Guy as a good start.
Sure.
The rest,
Whatever you want to say.
the rest was a bit bumpy, but we started off with Chill Guy, hit a nice lick. I don't even remember how much I flipped it to. I think it was like 6 or 7 mil. I was top holder on chain. And then after that, what did I do after that? I think I moved my life to perps after that. I didn't really do much shitcoining after. Mundi was quite good. But yeah, I just moved to perps and it's been a good few months.
Yeah, you've been killing it. What's made you, especially perp trading, especially right now, it's been very challenging. What do you think was a reason for your success, especially in the last few months? Were probably some of the most challenging time in perps, and you've made millions. So, what would you What gave you the edge?
It's a good question, you know. I think as soon as Trump, oh, I forgot I hit a big lick on Trump coin as well. I forgot about that. But yeah, after Trump came out, like that just screamed tops up everywhere. And from there, I just pretty much went all in short. And I've just been playing the range ever since. I mean, we've pretty much been going the whole way down since that top. And I've just been playing the range up, down, up, down. I don't really care, bearish, bullish, whatever. I just play the range, make my money, and get out.
That sounds good, man. Yeah, it's good to be disciplined like that. How much help was like the Weekly Wisdom newsletter, community, and stuff like that?
Weekly Wisdom's good, you know. Like I was mainly using December and January for like shit coins and stuff like that. And then once the market died a bit, I switched more to perps and just been using a lot of the newsletters are good, like gives you good insight, and then you just take some of the info out from there, some info out from sources you like, and just make your own trade ideas sometimes, or follow some
No, that
calls
makes
and
sense. For
print.
sure. All right, man. What are you thinking? You want to give some money away? How much? What do you want? How do you want to give this away?
Should we do? We could do like 20 grand.
Something random, make people tweet. You could do some trivia, some Q&A. First person to post on the in the Twitter chat, or I don't know. You tell me.
Let's
What do
do
you
some
think?
trivia. I like trivia. Let's
Trivia.
do,
All right,
yeah.
let's do trivia. All right. So we'll do it. The first person to have the right answer in the main chat will win. How much you thinking about giving away?
Let's give away 20 grand. You split it however many times you want to split it.
$20,000. Okay. That's a lot. Let's do. We're gonna end up being here all day. Oh wait, can people hear? Somebody said audio mess. I don't think so. Okay, let's do 500 at a time, I guess. Or we'll just be here like all day otherwise. A good reversal here. That's nice. Mog's pushing up. Powell's getting a little bit more bullish. All right. 500. So how are you gonna give the money away? Are you gonna just send it to people's Solana address, ETH address?
Address, Sol, ETH, whatever.
ETH address, a Solana address. Okay.
Yeah.
And then we can have for if you're a member of Weekly Wisdom, we can have a separate one for those guys too. All right. Let's all right. What's your first question?
Ooh, first question. You know what? I'm shit at trivia, but I like hearing the answers. Let me think.
I don't know. Just Google something up, something fun.
Yeah. 1 second. All right, let's start nice and easy. What is the name of the longest river in the world?
Ooh, longest river in the world. All right, let's see who gets the first answer. All right, someone said Nile. Worry Dice said Nile. Then Monkey Man said Amazon.
Yeah, it's Amazon.
It's Amazon. Okay, so first was Monkey Man.
Let me screenshot this.
Yeah, Monkey Man. Let's find it. You see his name, Monkey Man?
Monkey Man.
Yeah, I found it. This guy. He had the first Amazon as the right answer.
1 sec.
Post Monkey Man. Post your like Solana address or something.
Why can I not see the chat? Oh, I can now.
Can you see the chat on the right side? It should be on your StreamYard, like just.
Why is everyone saying it's not Amazon? Google said Amazon.
Yeah, it's Amazon. It's fine. If Google says Amazon, we'll just go with that. Wait, what did you type in? Longest or largest?
I said Google good trivia questions, and Google goes, "What is the name of the longest river in the world?" Answer: Amazon River. So it's the longest river.
All right, let's see. Longest. Wait, so what was your question? I forget now. Longest river in the world.
Longest The
Oh
name of
shit,
the
it is
longest.
Nile.
Fuck me, Google.
All right, that's fine. That's okay. We'll find the one who said Nile then. Let's see. That's a good thing about doing it in chat. We'll see who had Nile first. 1 second. Let me find it. Okay. Just pick. Pika. Hold on. I'm looking through. Sorry, so many. Somebody said Yellow River. I don't even know what the fuck that is. Okay, hold on. Yellow River, obviously not true. Oh, Worry Dice. Oh no, it was Dama. No, it was sorry. It was Damaseko. He said no. This guy.
All right, let me screenshot that.
Damaseko. Okay, screenshot Damaseko.
All right, I go. Next one.
All right, next question. Let's go.
What day did Bitcoin come out? That's a good one.
Ooh,
Nice and easy.
What day did Bitcoin come out? We're gonna type that in. Sure, it is already in the chats.
When was the first block
What
mined?
did Bitcoin come out? What does that mean? What day?
Like, when was the first
Was
block?
it created?
When you
Okay,
mined
so
the first block?
3rd January 2009.
Yes, sir.
Okay. October 9, 2008. Somebody said no. 3rd January 2009. Okay, this. Oh no. So this was the first person to type. That's wrong. He put in 2009 8, so he didn't have it right. You put too many words, too many numbers, so it doesn't count. Monday, Wednesday, 2009, January 3rd. We got to put the year, bro. You would have had it. This guy, Danny, you would have had it if you put the year. October 23rd, 2008. Wrong. Okay, this was the first. January, no. 9, 2009. No, we get to January 3rd. Who has January 3rd? Okay, Michael Scarn. That's the first guy.
Let me screenshot it. Wait.
January 3rd, 2009.
All right,
Okay.
I got it.
Go on, good one.
You ask
Next
your question. You get
Ooh,
one.
okay. Let's make let's do a quick view of the markets. Make sure we're not going to zero. Little push
safe.
up, just chopping. Wildcoin looking good. Pepe looking good. Man, this 4-hour needs to go up a little bit more. This is not bad. We could reverse from here. As long as it doesn't become a full-filled 4-hour candle, I think we're okay. All right, next question. All right, fine. I'll ask a question. Hold on. I know the question. I just want to make sure I have the right answer. Okay. Do you watch American shows, Pika, at all?
American what shows?
Like TV shows, like comedy shows and stuff?
Nah, not really. But go ahead, ask one. It's
But
fine.
you know British shows, right? You know The Office, obviously.
No, I don't. I
You
don't
never
watch
heard of
TV.
Office?
No.
Jesus Lord, what the fuck? Okay.
Just ask one. It's fine.
All
Your
right.
audience is American.
In the Office TV show, Michael Scott and Holly, we're gonna go start a new life. What city and state is that? Where they're gonna start a new life? Okay. All right, here we go. Boulder, Colorado is the right answer. So let's find it. Who had it first? Let's see. Oh, someone's rent is paid from answering Michael's card. That's nice. Paying rents out here. Boulder, Colorado. There we go. Vic Forte.
Vic Forte.
Yeah.
Always in comments. One
All
sec.
right. Yeah, save that. And then make sure you guys DM Pika his Twitter, or you're gonna reach out to them, you said, right?
Yeah, I can reach out. It's fine.
Okay. If not, this is Pika's um Twitter. If you want to follow him, if you want to DM him, if you want DM in your, obviously there's gonna be scammers that are gonna DM you too, so make sure you have the right names. Hey,
Yes, sir.
congrats to Rect on selling out in 40 minutes. Congratulations. I'm telling you, Rect coin is, look at this reversal that we've had over the last 2 months. Phenomenal coin. All right, next trivia. Go ahead. You want to ask one?
What city is known as the Windy City?
Oh, that should be a good one. That should be easy. A lot of Americans here, so. All right, Chicago. Who was first? Let's see. Well, okay. Where they go? Somebody said. It's like a lot of answers fast. Oh, Chicago, Illinois. Here we go. Mike MNM. You
One
got
sec.
it right.
Let me screenshot. All right, go ahead. You ask one.
All right. Let's. I'm gonna ask a Harry Potter trivia. All right, Potterheads. Let's go. Let's see. All right. In the Philosopher's Stone in Harry Potter, what is the name of the broomstick that Harry gets in the Philosopher's Stone? All right, let's see. Someone just said Voldemort. What? That's hilarious. No, name of. No, it's not the Firebolt. Here we go. Nimbus 2000 coin for sale meme coin. You win this one. The right answer was the Nimbus 2000. The answer was definitely not Dumbledore.
Let me see. Nimbus
making
2000,
sense.
yeah.
All
This
right,
guy.
that's $2,000. We can take a little. You want to keep going? We can take a chill. You can always come back in the evening. We don't have to give all 20,000 right now.
All
Unless you
right,
want to do one more.
let's do one more and then.
Let's do one more, and we'll take a break, and then we'll come back in a few hours and do more trivia. I want to go just look at the markets again. So that's good. Things are looking good, though. All right, go ahead.
What day did they try to assassinate Donald Trump?
Ooh, banger. What day did they try to assassinate Donald Trump? The first assassination, obviously. What was the date? I want a full date. Let's see. What date did they try to assassinate? Probably should not even be like searching it. Okay. July 13, 2024. Let's see. Full date, remember. That's what I asked for. All right. We got. Somebody said 9 3/4. Wrong answer. All right. Let's see. July 14. This person said July 14. You're wrong by 1 day, buddy.
That's tough.
That's tough. You'd have won the second one too. No, give it. No, damn, I put Ken. And January. Somebody said January 6th. That's actually funny. July 6th. No. Jan 6th. For all the Democrats, they're like, it's Jan 6th. July 13, 2024. All right. I think, wait, no, that was not. I just saw it. Somebody had it. Oh, right here. July 13, 2024. You have the right answer.
Danny.
All right, Danny. All right, let's take a break on this.
Sounds
Let's
good.
get
We'll be
people
back.
paid out, and then we'll come back. We'll be back later. Let's just take a quick look at the markets. Gonna take a break as well from streaming. Market looks okay. We'll see how this 4-hour closes. We'll take a look at these. We're gonna put some trades on as well. These two look good, by the way. I wonder if that's because just Ethereum looks better. Yeah, that's why the memes are doing good.
BTC
Looks
longs
kind
are
of whatever.
safe.
All right, let's make sure you guys are in Weekly Wisdom. Subscribe to weeklywisdom.com. We're gonna do a couple giveaways just for subscribers as well in chat. We're gonna be in there trading all day as well. I'll be back. We'll be back later in the day. Do more giveaways. We still got a lot to give away. Pika still wants to give away more. I'm gonna give away a bunch as well. So we're gonna have fun. All right, boys.
All right, Wiz. I'm
All
gonna
right.
catch you later.
Cheers to everyone.
Cheers.
Thank you for coming.